Welcome to the IT Infrastructure breakout session. Demand for data center services significantly rose during the early stages of COVID-19 pandemic. Google's cloud business jumped 43% in revenue. Microsoft Azure was up to 47% during second quarter. In this quarter, even the overall power consumption of data centers in Europe went up by 4.11%. Data center traffic has peaked at a record throughput of 9.1 terabit per second at DE-CIX, Europe's largest internet exchange based in Frankfurt. At the same time, operational technician teams were reduced to a minimum in order to have fallback resources available, in case one or more people fall ill. We want to give you a glimpse of what data center companies can do for their network infrastructure to be prepared for such unexpected surges of demand. Who is we? We, that means Viavi Solutions, Telegärtner, SENCO Advanced Components.
Hello, my name is Jarno Franke and I work for SENCO Advanced Components as an account manager. I live in Germany and I'm responsible for our German customers. I've gotten 10 years experience in fiber optic connections and I'm now 3 years with SENCO. SENCO Advanced Components is a manufacturer and designer of passive fiber optic components with a market experience of more than 29 years. The yearly revenue is about $200 million and SENCO is heading to be the #1 globally for fiber optic interconnections. We are working globally to get the best effort, but we are acting locally. This means we have a local stock, but also departments like quality management, marketing, sales, and also engineering are local.
My name is Andreas Koll and I'm working for Telegärtner as Head of Global Sales for our product portfolio DataVoice. We are a very well-known supplier for copper, coaxial and fiber optics connectivity in Germany. This year Telegärtner celebrates its 75th company anniversary. We are present with 10 locations on 3 continents. Telegärtner is developing connectivity for data infrastructure in multi-dwelling buildings for enterprise, data centers in industrial environment, and at least for RF applications like 5G mobile communication. Every German domestic home has one product installed that was formerly co-developed with Telegärtner, the Telecom TRE socket. But we did and do more than this.
My name is Johannes Weichsel. I work in business development for Viavi Solutions. You might know the company under one of its aliases, JDSU, WaveTech, Arcterna or Wandel & Goltermann. With over 4,100 employees around the globe, we have achieved over $1.14 billion in revenue in the last fiscal year. We are building equipment for testing and measuring telecommunications networks, no matter if it is fixed or wireless. Our equipment can help you to test from physical layer up to layer 4. From testing the optical loss of a fixed connection, to analyzing a Metro Ethernet connection, to doing radio frequency measurements. We are there to help you during installation, activation, operation and maintenance of your network.
Now, where to start with preparing your network infrastructure for high-stress situations? Discussing with game developers to make their download packages smaller? Finance more efficient video codecs to reduce video conferencing traffic? You probably immediately think of throughput capacity of your active components. Then you take the second step before the first one. Security, resiliency and reliability are important for you? Then listen closely.
Ten years ago, a mixture of copper and fiber links inside a data center was common standard. Most of the servers were delivered with 1G NIC ports on board and 3 SFP cages. Transceivers like 10G fiber optics were expensive, depended on the fiber class. The average data center had 50% copper and 50% fiber links. Nowadays, transceivers are less expensive and standard copper connectivities adjoin the physical border at 40G with additional length deduction. As an example, in this case, 35 meters in a total length. The second point to use copper as KVM, keyboard, video and mouse connection, is not necessary anymore. because there are further emulation like KVM via IP available. Pre-assembled fiber optic solutions are saving space. No worries how to upgrade your network, easily scalable and common standard technology via 100 to 200 up to 400G. Today data centers have to be prepared for standard move-out and changes. I have no doubt about that, but to react in crisis to use your single redundancy as active production link is not an option. Additional free space with high density solution and safe subsequent installation are the only way to fix these issues. Corona shows us that not each network was prepared for short-term tremendous bandwidth demand. To be aware of this topic, your network has not to be designed for the next generation of data center only. You have to take also and described short-term effects into this account. During beginning of Corona crisis and the lockdown, we got more requests about urgent pre-assembled fiber optic trunks. With our own cable assembly house in Germany, we could help several customers to solve their immediate demand for more bandwidth.
As we are now inside fiber optics, I want to go deeper into high density. Why is this needed? The first general answer regarding this question you have heard at the beginning of this speech. The data traffic increases more and more. There is a general economic view for using high density components, in this case high density panels with high density adapters and connectors. If you use less space in a data center, it will save you costs, and also those space costs for each square meter are increasing in the data center environment. But also inside devices and panels, there's an advantage that you can create with high density components. If you are using less space inside them, you create a better airflow, and that comes together with cost savings because of the better cooling. But let us look now into the actual situation at data centers. SENCO designed and implemented new connections for the next generation transceivers with the QSFP-DD and OSFP footprint, which are used for 100, 200, 400G and beyond. The two different systems are called CS and SN. The result is more bandwidth that comes from top of the rack, and this bandwidth must be distributed. High density helps to stay with your actual racks and panels just by implementing new SN or CS connections. The adapters are available in the SC footprint, which are often used in actual data center environments. With them, you can increase the density up to 50%. If this is not enough for you, you can use their own footprints, which doubles the density compared to LC connections. Another advantage for the CS and the SN system, you can split the bandwidth direct at the transceiver to connect with other devices. Means there are no more distribution cassettes needed compared with an MPO infrastructure, so it saves your space and with the space your costs. At last, I want to mention that CS and SN connectors are coming with the common ceramic ferrule technology, like it's used at LC. So you get an easier handling compared to MPO and less risks if you have a look on topics like dirt at the connector end phase and also the polarity.
Okay, your network infrastructure is well prepared. Your components are future-proof and reliable. Everything was tested and the protocols are safely hidden in some document management system. A few weeks go by and suddenly one of the links across your campus is down. Which kind of goblin has wreaked havoc? Is it the router? Is it the faulty SFP? After half a day of analysis, your technicians found the villain. It was water. Water ingress into one fiber. A potentially slow and hard to notice process. Wouldn't it be great to have a means to automatically detect such a threat? A means that automatically monitors your fiber, its condition, and all kinds of possible threats that could physically affect your network infrastructure? With its help, you could clear possible disruptions proactively, so that the disruption does not occur unexpectedly at the most stressful and inconvenient point in time. Viavi's ONMSI fiber monitoring system helps you. Not only does it detect ingress of water, but every event that affects the physical condition of a fiber can be identified. Strain. Does someone tamper with the optical fiber cable? Tapping. Is someone eavesdropping on the transmitted information? Degradation. Is your fiber aging unexpectedly because of environmental factors? Viavi's ONMSI solution can help you answer all these questions, and it tells you precisely where these anomalies occur. It can even point your technicians to the exact location on a map, staying on top of things before an outage happens. You might have full control over the physical access to your facility, but do you also control manholes and ducts adjacent to your building? How about controlling and monitoring access to your infrastructure without electricity needed? ONMSI can do that for you as well. Be aware of the condition of your fiber infrastructure. Improve your security concept. Transform downtimes into planned maintenance windows.
As you all know, different companies have different strengths and advantages. Why not using all of them in one shot? As you can see in the breakout session, we are 3 companies with different main focuses, and we are working independently from each other. But combined, we can handle a wide field of topics inside your DC, and we can share our knowledge and experience to create advantages for you. We combine our different field of expertise to get a holistic view for a solution. Our main strengths are test and measurement, infrastructure management, and interconnect design. We are working globally, but all having local European subsidiaries where we work independently. This keeps us flexible and reactive, especially in pandemic times. We know the local market and address topics in local language to your companies. We use as well benefits of sharing local expertise and sharing resources within the international company structure to accelerate solution finding. Cooperation often makes sense. It helps to stay independent, save cost, and be quick in order to solve customer issues. Work together, win together. It's a philosophy driving us.
Are you ready for more emergency bandwidth? Do you think about more redundancy as a standard design? Is your network infrastructure still scalable for more speed and bandwidth? We know that local market and address topics in local language to your company. Is your network state of the art, or do you have room for improvement? Who are your partners? Who support you with the right technology, knowledge, and at least with the right material?
Did you ever had the problem that a link broke inside your data center, or the connector failed, the end phase was scratched, and you haven't had the right cable in your warehouse, but the connection must work as soon as possible? For on-site repairs or just a fast termination, I want to introduce a nice solution. It's the Senko XP-Fit connector. They are available as SC and LC types and can be used for multi-mode and single-mode fibers, even with an APC geometry of the ferrule. In about 2 minutes, you can easily mount this connector type onto your fiber. You don't need a deep knowledge in fiber optic termination. And also the tools that are used are common ones. These connectors come with an internal pre-polished fiber to give you the best results for insertion and return loss. If you have some of them in your warehouse available, are you still afraid of a broken link?
How much time did you spend with proactive workforce planning in the last few months? What would have happened if more than one person or even a whole team of experts had fallen ill? Who would have performed demanding tests and measurement activities? Next time, you can rely on Smart Access Anywhere. It allows secure remote assistance for field techs directly on their instrument from a product or technical specialist in another location. Viavi helps you ensure consistent instrument configuration, uniform test results with access from anywhere in the world. Minimize time spent inside premises. Centralize your experts' knowledge. Keep your specialists safe and sound with Smart Access Anywhere.
Do you feel your network infrastructure is well prepared for the next unforeseen event? Or did you get new ideas, new thinking, new input by today's session? Whatever your questions are, we are happy to answer them. We are happy to do individual sessions. Feel free to contact us. Thank you for listening.